AITA for alienating my daughter against her mom. Throwaway account. I 36 male have a daughter Jane. 12 female with my ex Mary 37 female. And one of the reasons we divorced was because our stances on family and personal boundaries were just too different. Mary was one of 6. And grew up believing that family always shares. To the extreme after we got married. There were times where Mary would let her brothers borrow my stuff without asking. And if it wasn't returned in the exact condition that it was given, she just shrugged it off and say, "We're family so it's okay." I hated it. I did grow up with siblings and we did share. But my parents instilled the importance of asking before treating the items gently, respecting a person's decision to say no, and understanding that there were just certain things that you don't touch. My family wasn't rich, but we were more financially stable than Mary's side, and that was always her go-to argument. Whenever I would bring up how upset I was, along with our differences in culture, the final straw for me was when Mary allowed her sister to take my car while I was out of town. Her sister wasn't listed as a driver of the vehicle, so when she got into an accident with it, my insurance wouldn't pay up unless I filed charges. After the accident was ruled as her fault, Mary's sister refused to help pay the costs. And Mary didn't want to touch her own savings either, and got an attitude when I needed to use her car. And I was just done. We have 50-50 custody. And unfortunately this family shares everything mentality is being passed down to the next generation. And Jane's cousins almost always take her things. Her cousins can get pretty reckless with her stuff, because they know none of the adults will raise much of a fuss. And she has a rich daddy who can just buy her a new one. Jane hates it and hates going over to her mom's place or events with her mom's side of the family, because in addition to having to share, her mom is now offering her up as a free babysitter for the younger cousins. Jane has never really talked to me about this, because her mom made her feel as if this was something that she had to do, no matter which parent she was with. But one day, when she was getting ready to go back to her mom, she broke down and told me everything. And I told her that when she's 13, she can decide to stay with me longer if she wants to. And that seemed to make her feel better. My plan was to talk to Mary about this privately. But when Jane and Mary got into an argument, Jane let it slip what I said. And now I'm being accused of brainwashing Jane. And my ex is threatening to take me to court over it. So AITA?